Okay, I think we're live. Welcome everyone to the stream. I'm sorry I am behind my schedule. There were some technical difficulties on my side. I couldn't connect YouTube to with OBS, but what matters are the results, and I'm here. So welcome. For those who don't know me, my name is Layla. I'm a 3D character artist, and today we'll be sculpting Stardew Valley characters, continuing on this trend as the previous couple of weeks. We've sculpted Abigail and Harvey, which I'll show you very soon. Again, apologies for the delay, and let me quickly apologize to people who are waiting in Discord and Instagram, and we'll get started. In the meantime, feel free to drop a message in the chat. I'm also out of water. Hi Warrior Maddie, welcome. Okay. How's everyone going today? How are you? I'm okay, except for this little hiccup with connection to the streaming platforms. Okay, that's done. Let me bring up. Let's do that. One second. Let me bring up Harvey from last time. Maybe I'll bring up Shane as well, so we can all, so we can keep them all in the same space, stylistically. Okay. Hey, gonna make pixel art today? Hell yeah. Make pixel art into 3D models. Okay. Here she is. Let me turn on occlusion. Just gonna bring it down a tad. So, oh. Oops. Abigail, Harvey, and now there's gonna be Shane. And I'll talk about the lore of the game if you guys want me to, and we can just, yeah, discuss how you can successfully transfer a 2D concept that is literally made of just hundreds of pixels, which is not a lot, into something that looks like the character, stays true to the character, but with your own twist on it. So if you wanted to see these two characters, I can bring them up. Here's Abby. And here is Harvey. I should have found her portrait in the same style, but oh well, will do for now. I used AI to model some recent model. Okay. How did it go? So here they are. Okay. We might keep them there for now until I run out of space. And again, I have references on my side that I've gathered from Pinterest of potential interpretations, but I'm not gonna be following any given one. I'll just be, pulling bits and pieces from all of them, while following some rules in my head of stylization, proportions, contrasts, yada yada yada. Okay, cool. Hey Layla, hey gal, welcome. Sorry I'm late. Unforeseen circumstances with YouTube not wanting to connect. Which will unfortunately mean that we'll have to sculpt for 15 minutes less than usual. But oh well. Okay. Why am I sculpting a female character? I like it. Probably will switch to this material so it's easier to see. It's okay, how are you? I am good, thank you. If you ever are wondering why you can't sculpt on your model, because you've just brought up spotlight, that's why. So you might need to turn off spotlight projection. And for the love of God, I don't remember where it is. Is it here somewhere? If you guys remember, I don't. What would it be? Spotlight projection. It would be very handy if ZBrush had this feature of like looking for an attribute or some sort of function via like a search bar. Maybe in the future. Yeah, I couldn't find it. If you guys remember where it is, that's basically the reason why you can't sculpt. Maybe I'll quickly give it a Google. Also, how is the music? Okay, so it's in brush samples. Oops. Brush samples spotlight projection. I just have it moved to my custom menu so I can turn it off and turn it on if I need it. So by turning it off, you'll be able to sculpt again. Which music is this? It's all Pretzel Rocks, which is this website where you can find lo-fi music, or just any music really. This one is a... how would I share it even? Share track. Here is the track. I don't know if it will be sent to the chat. It should be. Okay. Got quite a rounded off face. Pinterest defeated Google Pictures. We celebrated a whole week. Yeah, I stopped using Google Pictures a while back now. I just prefer Pinterest, and it would have been a perfect search engine had it not been for its constant ads that are really weird. Like really weird. Let's flip. Where's what? So I'm just grabbing a clip brush from here by holding down Ctrl-Shift, and you've got an array of different slice or clip or knife brushes, and they all do different things. So I'm just grabbing Clip Curve, and what it will do, it will flatten out your geometry without changing it. So if you are ever in need of like a flat surface without changing the topology for whatever reason, Clip Curve is your friend. Maybe too much. Okay, let's also separate these two into different polygroups by hitting Ctrl W. Cool. Let's adjust the eyeline a bit. I like to treat this line as the eyeline. Why is the music not playing? Because I stopped it, that's why. So I could copy the link. Hey Layla, your project's looking really good. Thank you, Andy. Thank you. Welcome. Shift C, turn off spotlight. Texture main menu. Oh, I see. Yeah, no, Shift C is to bring it on and off. It's not the same as spotlight projection though, you see? I'm changing it, but the spotlight projection stays on. It's an attribute that basically lets you project colors or any sort of information really onto your mesh. So if I were to turn it on, here you go. We've got Shane here. And turn down the opacity to line it up. And boom, it's done. It might be a funny exercise actually. Let's try that. Yeah, sure. We'll project his face and see what happens. We'll see what we can do with it. Boom, perfection. What do you reckon, guys? Should I sell it on TurboSquid for like $15? Someone said on the texture menu the spotlight toggle there. Nah, the spotlight toggle is for this one. Yesterday at night, Chloe was streaming. Yeah, she was. I saw her stream. Hello there, hope you're doing well. Keep the good work up. Thank you. Welcome, Salim. Okay, nice. Oh, the face is looking good. He's finished. I know, right? I don't think I can top that. Bye, guys. Best speed sculpt ever. I know, right? It must be the record time, 15 minutes. He is already part of the lineup. Oh man, I wish it was this easy. Yeah, let's mark out his facial features. Again, turning off spotlight. Is the music a bit weird? I'm not wearing headphones because otherwise the music is just blasting in my ears and I can't hear my voice. But it sounds a bit trippy. No, I actually like to add my nose as a separate subtool, but we'll see. Maybe I'll do something different today. Try something different. Why not? Okay, so now it's starting to distract me, so let's turn it off. Okay. Hey, for a very rudimentary blockout, it's not a bad idea to have it on. Where are the eyes? Here. And here. Cool. Hi, are you making full family? I hope not. That would take me like a year. There are like 27 characters in total. I don't think I can make all of them. Sound like horror. Yeah, interesting. But it's almost finished, so I'll let it finish. Let's try to rename stuff, which I never do. And then I end up with like Abigail, 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 extract, extract, extract. Okay. Let's append some eyes via macros. Cool. Trying to get his eyes to be about the same size. Maybe, yeah, this is better. Don't worry guys, as always, it will look like an alien for a while, until it doesn't look like an alien. And I also want to sculpt with you. Please do. Pick a character. Any. And yeah, sculpt. If you want, I can send this image to the Discord channel. And yeah, anyone who wants to participate, you're more than welcome to. Okay, we send it. Good afternoon. Hello, Willie. Welcome. So yeah, I just sent an image to my Discord general chat. So if you want, how can I join the Discord server? Here's the link. In the general chat there'll be the image if you want to find the image, but also feel free to just stay on the server. We do hangouts every second week when I'm not streaming here. So yeah, we just did a hangout last Friday. Some of you it's Thursday. Yeah, it was super fun. Cool. Yep. Okay. How about we find some crochets? Because I don't practice male anatomy enough. Like I do, but I prefer sculpting female characters to sculpting male characters, which results in me not sculpting male characters enough. Obviously, the bottom of the jaw is rarely this flat. We'll adjust it later. Just trying to block out all the facial planes. Missing a chin. That's it. I want to try my hand at 3D sculpting. How long have you been doing this? Sculpting in general from like 2016, I think. Sculpting in ZBrush from 2017. So, math. 7 years? No. Bad math. 8 years. Hey, don't judge me. All of my brain cells are chaotically trying to pull up all the files on anatomy in my head at the moment. And there was very little RAM dedicated to basic addition. Looks rather blocky. That's fine. I have a quick question. Do you attend office regularly or do you do job remotely? Just asking out of curiosity. During Corona, we would do it full remotely, but as years went by and as Corona became less and less dangerous, I guess, and widespread, we gradually cut back to the office, and from the start of this year, we were officially full-time back to the office. Some companies do that, not all though. Some companies still offer a hybrid of working from the office and home. As you can see, I'm not increasing my polygon count, and I'm doing it, or should I say not doing it, on purpose. The closer you can get to what you want with the lower subdivision level, the better your later sculpt will be, because you will get all of your proportions out. The way that you want them. First, and then you get into like secondary and tertiary details. Sorry, my head is like overheating right now, I think. Haven't sculpted guides in a while. Do you also use Blender? No, I used to. When I started out, Blender was this free thing that I could use. So I did use it back then, but not anymore. My job does not require me to know Blender. Like, nobody works in Blender in our office. Let's dynamesh this. No, something lower. Now if we take back face mask and just start pulling with the symmetry turned on, you'll see what happens. And dynamesh again, and pull and dynamesh again, and pull. Not sure if Shane works out in the game. I think he doesn't. But let's give him a strong attack. Okay. Again, let's grab a back face mask. Pull up this chest a bit. Not that we'll ever see it, because it will all be covered by clothing. But hey, having a good base is a good way to start. should save soon. Like now. BRB, all good. Bring his neck a bit down. Make it a little bit wider as well. Oops. Like so. The character is looking lovely now. Which one? I think I want Shane smiling as well as the other guys. Although he usually is grumpy in game. As you can see in some of these fan arts, he's kind of like this. When you get to know him. Not a very pleasant guy. But then he gets better. So I've been told by my friends. Any plans to come to Mumbai, India? Have you been to India? I have no plans of coming to India right now. It's kind of expensive to travel anywhere from New Zealand. But yeah, I've been to India. Hello, one question I wanted to ask you about anatomy. I'm trying to get the last 1 month, but failing to sculpt good faces. Can you give me some guidance on how to approach your practice? Sure, Harsh. I'd say, if you haven't already, and I'm not sponsored, it's just a great book. Anatomy for Sculptors has a book on like the head, on the anatomy, the neck, like the overall body, I think as well. Yeah, it's really worth it. Even getting a digital copy, I have a digital copy. Yeah, I have head and neck. I don't think I have this one yet, but highly recommend it. Like an ebook will be cheaper, and I think they have discounts for first-time purchases as well, so cannot recommend it enough. Just the book is written in a way that a 3D artist would think about shapes, which is just like primitives, as opposed to, you know, how usually anatomy books have drawings. And although they are helpful, I find that I understand the shapes better via 3D models. So that's what it does. This is what helped me That's really the only advice I can really give apart from practice. It will come to you. Just anatomy is not something you can learn in a month. No, no, no. You can improve it in a month. Learn how to sculpt just amazing, error-free faces, like anatomically correct faces. Not really, and then there will be stylization as well, which is a whole other thing. It's kind of like knowing those rules and then breaking them in ways that they won't disturb the viewer. Like the next step. Some people have this misconception about stylized art that, oh, well, you make everything stylized so it's easier. It is in some regard easier than realism, and in some it's not, because you need to know the rules before you break them. I have the book, it's so nice. I really suggest if anyone's seeking to dive deep into anatomy, for sure. Such a good book. And I think they are now working on like a website version of it with like a crochet models that you can turn around in 360. It might be like a subscription-based service where you could like go on the website and observe different muscle groups and stuff like that, which I think will be really helpful. Great idea. Okay. He looks really young. Also, we'll be smoothing out this area once we combine the two. For now, though, we'll leave it be. I kind of like how big his mouth is, even though it's not this big on the concept art. Oh, that would be great then. Surely we'll look out for their website comes live. Yeah. I also felt stylized characters are easy, but when I tried making them then I came to know everything requires practice, experience, and knowledge. Yeah, for sure. I think it's an easier... it's a bit easier to output a stylized character in like 8 hours as opposed to outputting a realistic character in 8 hours, but then 8 hours being just a normal working day. But then, will you get a really good stylized character? That's the question. If you have practice and experience of making them, then yeah, but if you're just assuming that stylized character art is easy, yeah. Unfortunately, you can't convince everyone, and it's not my job either. So if people want to think that what I do is easy, I'm okay with that. Cheekbones are way too low. We'll add in the eyelids soon as well. Back, welcome back. Making stylized character is too hard. Not too hard. Not really. but it is challenging. Putting down anatomy makes it easier, so keep it up, guys. Yeah. Layla's characters require design choices. Design choices take time and training to learn. Basically that, yes. I agree with you. It's kind of like styling clothes, I guess, or just like an outfit. Anyone can dress up, right? Obviously, if you have a physical ability to dress up, you can dress up. But can you dress up good? That's sort of the analogy. I'm okay with that. Brush, brush, polish. We need ears. Yum. Insert. People will ask me, hey Layla, why aren't you using base meshes? Because I don't want to. I want to practice anatomy and figuring out proportions, and yeah, I just find it more fulfilling, I guess, to sculpt a character from sphere to something that looks like a character. I don't know if it makes sense. I don't always start my characters from spheres. At work, I'll sometimes use a base that we have. It will depend on the time frames, really. If I have time to play around with the shapes and find like the silhouette, find the proportions, then I'll do it from scratch. Wanted to smooth that one out. Okay. Sorry guys, it's just work. But I'm not at work yet. Also, I should be grabbing, there's move and then there's move infinite, which grabs your geometry behind that you can see as well, as opposed to the normal move that will only affect the vertices in front most of the time. Okay, so this is generally the shape that I want to go for. This will have to do. Now, eyelids. Not safe. Bye, I will be back after some time. I love your work. Thank you. Make it look easy. Make what look easy? So let's Ctrl-Shift-D. This could be the eyes, these could be... Let's fill the material to be just flat for now, which basically resets. Ooh. which basically resets the material assigned to them. Now, we should do slice. Also, I forgot to turn on the perspective. It's going to be interesting. Huh. Not too bad. I do like to crank it up though. 65. Okay, so we've got these eyelids that, eyes that we duplicated. They're not eyelids yet. Now what we can do is say close holes. Close holes. Then in geometry, ZBrush, let's bring it down to something like this. And keep groups and smooth groups at a minimum. And voila. Maybe even lower. Not a huge fan how these are not lining up. But I'm not going for perfection, so... let's mask this. Bring it down. And mask that, and bring it down. Got eyelids. Same way I always make them. Okay. Got the eyelids down. I might be also sculpting a chicken for this character. He's often drawn with the chicken in hands or next to him. I particularly love this one. It's great. Yeah. He lives on the farm in the game with his aunt, and they have barn animals and coop animals, and he's got chickens. We love them. I feel like that's the biggest selling point for people romancing this character in the game. And if you didn't know, yes, you can romance people in Stardew Valley. It's kind of its thing that everybody does. Okay. I think I want him to have some eye bags, just thinking about the future. And also I think his jaw is way too slim now. Like that, yeah. Maybe it's time to give him some, let's crease polygroups, some poly paint on the eyes. Ooh, sorry about that. Shift D a couple of times, then pick the color of his eyes first. Okay. Are they green? Interesting. I thought they were purple, but I picked the green up from there. I'm not gonna argue with the official pixel art. Be too big. We'll see. Let's see Abigail up close. Yes, she doesn't have the rim, and neither does Harvey. Okay. Green, then maybe deeper green on the top. Brighter green from the bottom. And even brighter green, or like the glints in his eyes. Or like, I don't know what to call it, it's just how I paint my eyes for the characters. Okay, I just want to go a tad bit greener, a tad bit darker. Now black. Maybe 32 is a good value. Okay. So the eyes are in place. It looks more alive now, I guess. Looks goofy. Hi, finally I'm in. Welcome. I don't know how to pronounce your nickname. Free A Corin. Nope. No, no, no. Perhaps. Yeah. I think we went a bit overboard with the scale of the irises. So let's see. If I scale those down, will this fix it? I think his eyes are way too far apart as well. Let's bring them in. So the easiest way would be to mask this. Mask a little bit of that. Okay, now grab everything, smoosh them in. wanna try something. What if his eyes were of an atypical shape? Would this be more interesting? Maybe. Okay. Let's do it all over again. Just because I want to try something different. I don't want to stray away too much from the previous two characters, so it's just a quick thing that I'm gonna try. Okay. He looks so derpy. Let's give him some eyebrows. Topology brush. So now if we set it to like a low value and tap on it, give us some thickness. I think around here is nice. Split hidden. His eyes actually quite distracting at moments, so I'm gonna turn them off for now. Can't say that I'm a huge fan of this eyebrow shape for him, but we'll figure something out as we go along, as we did with Harvey and Abigail. And okay. think it might be time to blend it all together. And let's see what happens. Although he doesn't have a hole in the mouth yet. What should we do? Are we gonna be opening his mouth or not? Let's try it. So we're gonna split this one. Take a slice grip. No. Doesn't want to cooperate today. Yeah, this is good enough, I think. Close holes. Close holes, very similar to what we did with the eyelids. Okay, now let's smooth it out. Ever so slightly. Same here. So now we've got an opening mouth. Sort of. Still needs the mouth back. So what we could do, grab the clay buildup brush and turn on the Sculpture Pro. Maybe he doesn't need anything this big. And step away a couple of like centimeters from his lips so it's not a thin lip. And let's make an oval concave surface. Okay. Okay. You guys have grown quiet, so I'm just gonna keep on going. Yep, as you can see, now we've got a mouth bag. So we can open his mouth and there's space for the teeth. And other stuff, like the tongue, the jaws, the gums. Might just push it in a bit closer. Yeah, that's better. Let's smooth it out here. Oh, nice. Thanks. Okay, so now we can open his mouth. How do we get rid of this? Great question. We can slice it out, I think. No, not ideal. Let's try clipping. Curve. Okay, so how would that work? Okay, that's what we need. So, like so, and like so. Let's turn on transparent. do this. The reason why I'm doing this is so it doesn't show up in our mouth bag. It will make sense in a second. So if I open it now, let's turn on the color. Let's turn on topological. So at the moment I can still see there's some, I think it's the head, okay. Let's push the head in a little bit. Now let's try again. Okay. Awesome, that's what we want to see. Now we've got the lower part of the head, upper part. Let's merge them. And merge again. And merge again, but with the chest area. Merge down. Awesome. Duplicate it just in case anything happens. Or we want to project it back on. I don't think we will. Now we need to connect some stuff. How about we grab the move brush and open his mouth ever so slightly so it doesn't get merged. Okay, great. The rest of the stuff can get merged, I don't care. So let's go to transpose tool and do remesh by union. That's done. Right. This might be problematic. Let's quickly fix it by pushing those poly groups that we don't want to see in here. Basically creating like a line between these two colors. If I switch it to skin shade, you should be able to see it more clearly. Here's what I want to see, just two colors, nothing else. Because we're gonna be relying on poly groups in the next step when we're gonna be using ZBrush. Okay. Not bad at all. There isn't any space for eyelids. So let's push them out. Oh, let's try to remesh by union again. This looks better. Except if we ever need to add arms, I'll just add them separately. It's not a character that's gonna be animated, so I don't care about those sort of things. So turning on the symmetry as always. ZBrush, bringing it down, keep groups, bringing the smoothing down to about here. Let's test it. Okay, so what it tells us is that the poly count is a bit low. Smoothing is a bit too strong. Focus, smooth it out without... I see. Created some nasty little poly groups here. Well, we can fix them. Like so. And also we can grab this ear and do auto groups by normals, which will create normals along, polygroups along the planes that we need to highlight. And again, we will try running ZBrush with higher settings, lower smoothing. Let's go. Not too bad, actually. There are some areas that I don't like though, like this one and these ones. Maybe let's try and smooth them out. Ooh. It's not making it look pretty. Wow, it's actually creating holes in there. Let's close holes. Let's try again. I'm tired, that's why I'm kinda quiet. Fair enough. These sculpts are lovely, they capture the charm of each. Thank you, Divina. Thank you. Oh, that's much nicer. Thank you, ZBrush. Thank you. It's probably because I increased the poly count. Let's smooth out some areas that I don't like, letting ZBrush know that I don't like them. And ZBrush again. And yes, actually respected my wishes, but now it created something that I don't like here. Let's try again. Ah, okay. It's almost perfect. Whoop. Whoop. Layla, привет! Привет! Добро пожаловать! Okay, it's good enough. I think we can work with him. It's not the worst topology I've worked with. Okay, so now to bring back those details, mainly just for the plane changes, really. Save it. And project. Don't need the color, just the details. Oh boy. Not too bad. Okay, turning the other stuff back on again, we now have an okay topology on which we can actually sculpt as opposed to model, because that first subdivision level was sort of like box modeling to me. Let's smooth out some of these transitions. Smooth out the neck a bit. And that's when that good base I talked about comes into play. Nothing not saying that's perfect, but at least it had some landmarks that I can now improve upon because I have a good base. I can actually start sculpting now without worrying of destroying the underlying structure too much. Okay, select this one and just smooth it out. Yeah, that should give us a good eyelid. That's why I like to keep the polygroups as well, because if you just isolate that polygroup and smooth it out, it will create this perfect plane, almost perfect plane, that gives that stylization feel to the sculpt. Okay, not too bad. Ты знаешь, вдохновленный твоими работами, я начал изучать ZBrush. Он оказался не таким страшным, как казалось, учел твои советы, и даже что-то стало получаться. Супер. Я очень рада. Я тоже так по стримам училась. Тоже на английском. Смотрела просто, как люди работают, и повторяла за ними. И потом начало получаться. Но спасибо, что рассказал, это греет душу. Окей. Corners of the mouth could use some love. Oh, I don't like how they're stretching. Is that because... Yeah. One thing I don't like about this topology, this space over here. How could I resolve it? It's like, it's not the worst. Usually there are stars, they're just further away from the mouth. Oh. Let's see if we can sculpt around it. I think we can get away with it, but it's not ideal. Let's bring out the polish brush. Give Shane some lips that he deserves. Everyone deserves some lips. One day I'm just gonna make a cutout of all of my random quotes over the years of streaming. I'm gonna make them into a short, and I'm not gonna provide any context whatsoever. It's my type of humor. I got his nostrils. Okay, we can sculpt them in as opposed to like modeling them in. I think it will be okay. Again, because I went for a different approach, and this time I didn't sculpt the nose separately. I actually sculpted it on top of the base mesh, and I forgot the nostrils. I mean, happens to the best of us. Do I want to keep it a bit more simple? So it's just like, ooh, pardon me. So it's just like a triangle. You know, just trying to think of the shapes. How I can simplify down character. Maybe like so. It's just a rough sketch, guys. Don't take it seriously. Boom, boom, boom. Good work. Good work. Flatten the top of the nose a little bit. Oh, kind of like that. Where is the music? This is so quiet. Okay. I've crocheted a little leaf on top of my headphones. To bring my mood up. Actually helped. Do you guys have any other hobbies apart from pretty? Something that you do on the side to just not sit in front of the computer the whole day? What is this bump? Okay. Okay, we have 15 minutes left. I didn't do as much as I wanted to, unfortunately, and I was late to the stream as well. Bummer. Pinch. Move. What could we do? Yeah, not a huge fan of these eyes. Move it to the front and down. Maybe it's also because he doesn't have that shadow that I usually paint in. Let's add it. Shadow. So I don't forget. It's a little bit better. Can we give him some hair very quick? Okay, let's go to masking. Mask region, analyze region, fill region. Yay. I want to give him big forehead. Select extract. Gardening. Ooh, that's nice. I wish I could have a garden, but I live in an apartment. That's awesome. Do you grow like produce or just flowers and plants? You're basically a Stardew Valley farmer, which is very fitting for the theme of the stream. 1 second, guys. Oh, good. Nothing urgent. Let's keep on going. I believe in us. We can finish the hair before I have to go. Whoops. Okay, what's the fastest way to make hair? Snake hook. Turn off the symmetry. And just start pushing and pulling. And Dynamesh is my friend in this case. Herbs, but they are dying in the hot weather. Oh no. Is that somewhere where you're currently at? I love the word herbs because there is like a meme in Witcher 3, which is my favorite game ever. When you find, I think it's like a herbalist in Novigrad, and every time Geralt needs to talk to like an innkeeper or shopkeeper or herbalist, there'll be like a short intro before you actually get to the menu. And I think the herbalist, she's offering him like her produce, and there's an option to pick Gwent, and he's like, herbs schmerbs, but how about a round of Gwent? And now every time somebody says herbs, I remember that. Yep, it's somewhere I mean, it's a bummer that the plants are not doing well, but I really miss summer right now. It's the middle of winter here in New Zealand. So, yeah. I mean, I'll probably be complaining in summer as well about stuff. Human being is never satisfied, is it? He looks so dirty. Can we quickly throw some hair on him so he stops looking like that? Joke. Oops. Oops. Hello, Laclory, welcome. Great, you're a little bit late because we'll be finishing in 8 minutes time. I started a little bit late today due to technical difficulties, so I'm afraid I'll have to finish soon. But hey, there's always next week. I remembered what I forgot to add. Let's split hidden. It's the parting line. Everyone's got a parting line. Or should I say everyone could have a parting line. Okay. Not too shabby. Всегда раздражало, что впихивали играть в винт. Еще и тусовали расположение опций, чтобы автоматом не скипал. Ну, мне Гвинт нравится. Но я первые свои, наверное, 1,5 или 2 раза, как я проходила Витчера, не трогала его. Но потом так затянуло, что превратилось в болезнь. Кайча, наконец-то я достал прямой эфир. Welcome! Привет, привет. Мы, к сожалению, заканчиваем через 10 минут. Мне на работу пора. What are you saying? I'm scared. I speak 2 languages, and some people are just messaging me in Russian. So I am responding in Russian. Does it sound scary? Like just talking to no one if you're like from a different platform. Talking to no one in a different language. Yeah, that must be creepy. I just have viewers that prefer to speak Russian, or maybe they, I don't know. I speak both languages, so I try to accommodate to everyone. Me? Yeah, he's looking alright. I wish we could have done a bit more this stream, but hey. There's always next time. I think I want to pull this one a bit lower. Hello. Hello. Yeah. Hi Layla, you have any tips for scale and proportions? Scale and proportions. What do you mean? I mean, there are some just basic anatomy rules. Scale and proportions. It's kind of a very big topic to cover in like a couple of minutes that I have left, so I don't think I'll touch it on this stream. I'd say taking your sculpt out of ZBrush every now and again to Photoshop is a good idea, and just comparing it to your reference in terms of scale. Ну тогда через 10 минут я пойду дрыхнуть, у меня час 30. Фига себе. Поздно. I scaled my character's head to the correct size and would be for the real head in Maya. The problem is that I'm scared of T-posing and scaling the body. T-posing and scaling the body. Is your head and body separate? Are they separate? Let's give him a sexy chin. I don't know if it's sexy though. Let's give him a chin. Probably should be going something like this. Yeah. Man, what a Chad. Oh boy. There's a long way to go with this character, but I can't stop smiling, probably because he looks so derpy. Over the years, my hate towards the characters when I just start out working on them turned into like laughter, just amusement of how weird they look. I don't know. Now it's fun for me to look at them at this stage. where they haven't taken the full shape yet, the shape and form. Yes, they are separate low. They are definitely separate. But that's my mediocre rant. I am grateful to see you designing more characters. Hi there, Shrimp. They're definitely separate. Well, then just referring back to the reference that you have. Didn't you have like an image of your friend that you were sculpting that you showed in the Discord server? And then just picking an écorché, a male écorché on the internet and then comparing, roughly trying to pick an écorché that is similar to your friend that you're trying to sculpt. Because if you were to overlay your image of the friend or your real reference, what will happen is that the image will have perspective and will have like a certain focal shift. So the proportions will be, well, not the same. So you might match the proportions exactly how they would be in real life, but because you're overlaying your real world image on top of your sculpt in ZBrush, and ZBrush got like a fake focal length of the camera, I'm pretty sure. It's not the same as it is in like rendering software. I might be wrong. You will have discrepancies, right? And there is no perfect way to match that. It's mostly just finding good reference of anatomically correct models, écorchés online, and then comparing your sculpt to them. That would be my way of doing it. I don't know. Yes, I did it. I posted it. What is a neck crochet? Did I spell it correctly? Écorché. It's a model of, it can be a human, can be an animal, any living really being that has muscular and skeletal structure. And that crochet will usually highlight muscles and tissues. Sometimes we'll have like bones underneath as well. Some of them are available for download for free. Some of them you have to pay a couple of bucks for. The way you spell it, écorché. Yeah. Like so. Not the neck crochet. No necromancy here. I know I mumble a lot, so don't blame me. I stopped opening my mouth as much when I speak English, because in New Zealand people rarely speak with an open mouth, if that makes sense. So there are different accents, and you know how the higher end of the spectrum would be American. Like everything is very pronounced, and you open your mouth wide and you pronounce all the sounds very clearly. And then there is New Zealand accent where it's a lot of mumbling and you like keep your mouth very shut and it's like and it's just what it is, you know. People speak differently in different regions of the world, so I think I picked it up when I moved here, because prior to that I would learn English from like Netflix and movies, and most of the movies that I would watch would be, you know, Hollywood movies. So yeah. Let's see. I feel like his neck could come down lower a little bit. Okay. crochet? Yes, that's with the thingy magic on top. I just don't know how to write it on my keyboard. You made my day a lot better. You're welcome. Becomes the neck crochet after you beat it several times working on your anatomy skills. Yes, it sure can turn into a neck crochet. And then you'll need a witcher to dispel it or exercise it. Anyway, on this note, here's what we've done with Shane. He is getting there, and he will definitely look better at the end of the next stream, which will be in 2 weeks' time. And in the meantime, you're welcome to join our Discord server if you want to. I post 3D related stuff there, we chat there. Every other week we also hang out on Discord. And I also do ZBrush stuff. Sometimes I'll do other 3D related stuff as well. Parts of the pipeline that I don't show here. But yeah, it's been a pleasure chatting with you. And I'll be streaming here again in 2 weeks' time. And if you want to get notified, you can follow me on Instagram, in Discord, and other places. Hello Matet, but also bye. Because I have to finish the stream. What a chat, I know, right? Oh, end of party, yeah. Unfortunately. Thank you, Layla. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Спасибо за стрим и удачного рабочего дня. Спасибо. Спасибо большое. Okay. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.